I'm going to aspirate
I've always been told
and
that
flush.
if he's unresponsive, don't worry about
After flushing,
This is my second attempt at EFMB, and hopefully I get it. I intend to get it. I won't go as, I've actually been practicing a whole bunch on my interventions to be able to perform those a little bit quicker, and hopefully I don't bust time this time.
pain scale, NA, and that is it.
EFMB is essentially a memorization challenge. Being able to memorize the handbook is essentially what you have to do, because you're not given notes or anything of the sort on test week that you can have on the lanes. So you have to memorize each lane through the warrior lanes, through the evac lanes, and through TC3. You have to have that memorized come test out to be able to perform those steps.
Pain is managed, or nystagmus is reached, and I am pushing 1 gram of ertapenem via IV slow push once daily. Second step of hypothermia is blanket. Second step, not the first step, it's the second step.
That's what I'm really worried about, is missing something super minor, such as verbalizing and visually observing my gloves for BSI, body substance isolation. If I don't visualize and verbalize that, that'll be a no-go at that time, because that is a critical task. And if I miss one small thing, such as checking my gloves, that'll be a no-go at the time. And because those are critical tasks, I can't get any no-goes, and I will be a no-go for EFMB, regardless of the work that I've built up to that time.
What does this candidate still have on their hands?
Thank you.
All right.
All right. Do you take off jewelry prior to measuring SAM splint?
Yes, that is one of your preliminary steps before putting on the SAM splint.
Thank you. All right.
I memorized most of this during my first iteration at Fort Campbell in November of last year, but it probably it took me studying almost every night to be able to memorize this and be able to say the whole of TC3 verbatim. Now every TC3 that you go to is going to be, every EFMB you go to is going to be different on how exactly the nitpicky stuff and how exactly they want you to perform those tasks.
So if they have what looks like a gunshot wound in their chest, put GSW. If one of their legs is blown off, an IED or a landmine or something like that.
What is a struggle, though, is performing the steps in sequence in TC3. Even though I may have it memorized in my head, when it comes to test week, you do have, we're going to be having 2 casualties here, and be able to perform in sequence, it just kind of gets a little confusing if you haven't performed it enough. So that's what I'm trying to do out here today, is try to get that practice in to be able to pass on test week.
To decrease 1/8 of an inch. Correction. I'm going to decrease to a 10 to 15 degree angle and insert 1/8 of an inch.
Most of what I learned at Fort Campbell has been able to transfer over to here at Fort Riley, which is a good thing. So I haven't had to study so much as to learn the tasks, but I've just had to practice a little more hands-on to be able to perform my interventions quickly and more accurately, so that I can get a go this time around during TC3.
Primary injury, because my casualty has a leg amputation when you blood transfusion. There we go. Alrighty. After that's done, beautiful. Moving on to